Hey man, this is the A-Man Show. About 2 weeks ago, Tom Brady decided to leave Bill Belichick and the Patriots after a disappointing loss against the Tennessee Titans, which is one of the most shocking moves in this offseason. And what is more ironic is that Brady already made his decision to sign with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, which is by far the most shocking signing in the entire offseason. Plenty of people have mixed feelings about this signing, but I'm going to show why Tom Brady signing with the Bucs is the right move. If you like the vid, make sure y'all subscribe to the channel and click on the notification bell whenever I post a new video. Now, stay tuned.
I pay my dues, now I'm a made man. I call my fame, now I'm a made man. You never see me again. I got the juice, now I'm a made man.
We all know Tom Brady, the greatest player in NFL history, 6 rings, 3-time MVP, 4-time Pro Bowler. His resume speaks for itself. Although he played with arguably the greatest coach of all time in Bill Belichick, but when credit is due, Brady has been sensational for so long, and that's one of the topics I want to discuss. Watching the media, the majority of these people blame Bill Belichick for the departure of Tom Brady, which I find that shit ridiculous. This man should not get any criticism whatsoever given that Brady and him were together for 20 years. Brady has the right to leave New England given how he has done for this franchise. Like I've mentioned, Brady won 6 Super Bowls, have flourished not only as a player but flourished Bill Belichick as a coach, cementing himself as one of the greats in the game. Who would have wondered if Brady was drafted from another franchise? Belichick would not be the coach he is today. If you make these narratives why Belichick should be blamed for that, I'm sorry, but that is blasphemy. If we're even considering these narratives, then we have to take into account of all the players who left in free agency or even traded who will later be Pro Bowlers in another team, such as Chandler Jones, who will later establish himself as one of the better pass rushers in the league. People should blame Belichick for trading away players who are playing at a solid pivotal piece or a Pro Bowl level who play in a much shorter tenure than Brady, but instead y'all call it business, but it's not the case for Brady. So let's discuss why Brady made the right move to sign with the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers have been one of the most dysfunctional organizations in the league as they never made it to the postseason since the 2010 season, and Jameis Winston has been incredibly inconsistent as although he led the league in passing yards last season, he threw 30 picks and the Bucs were trying to release him as quickly as possible. And replacing him with Brady automatically put the Bucs into a great position, signing him to a 2-year $50 million deal, which is a great deal as he is 42 years old, about to turn 43 in the beginning of August, and Father Time is undefeated. Last season, he didn't have any wideouts to complement him as Gronk's replacement was just a 39-year-old Benjamin Watson who only had 17 receptions with 176 yards, and Josh Gordon could have been a great complement to Tom Brady, but he wanted to spend his time smoking Reggie. If y'all want to know about Josh Gordon's demise, then click on the video link in the description below. Now, Brady's best wideout was Julian Edelman, who is one of the more underrated wideouts in the league, and that's the only option Brady has success throwing to. Now in Tampa, there's so many wideouts Brady can throw to, such as Mike Evans, who's arguably a top 5 wideout in the league, as he accumulated 1,000 yards in every season. Along with Chris Godwin, who also achieved over 1,000 yards and 86 receptions. Not only that, you get 2 solid tight ends in Cameron Brate and OJ Howard, who have upside and have a great offensive line. On paper, they have a great offense and arguably better than what Brady has received. The reason why the Patriots went 11-5 is their defense. Their defense is the best in the league overall that propelled them to usually one of the best teams in the AFC. Although Tampa Bay defense has been pretty mediocre, and that will later affect the success of Tom Brady and the Bucs, and the front office need to make some moves to improve this defense. And also you have a great coach in Bruce Arians, who has been the ultimate quarterback guru that transformed Carson Palmer into one of the better QBs in the league in his tenure at Arizona. Before he was even a head coach, he was behind the scenes as offensive coordinator and was the reason why Andrew Luck first in his rookie year as he made the Pro Bowl in his first year. So basically, Arians has been the catalyst of creating great quarterbacks. Not only that, but transforming lackluster offenses to near elite status. Obviously, he is not Bill Belichick as he hasn't won a Super Bowl, and although his time with Arizona in the 2015 season where they made it to the NFC title game, they were crushed by the Panthers. If it wasn't for the Panthers season going 15-1 with Cam Newton winning MVP, they could have made a Super Bowl run, but that's another topic for another day. So anyways, I think Brady fits well with Aaron's offense and the pieces around him, but there are many questions that are unanswered, such as Brady age as he's almost 43 years old and father time is creeping up on him as he only completed 60.5% of his passes last season. Judging from the games, he has declined, and receivers he has in Tampa Bay can help cover his weaknesses. And we have to consider the teams in the NFC as they have to face the 49ers, Saints, Rams, Green Bay, and Arizona is coming up, and who knows if they can make a run in the postseason. So the NFC is stacked with potential Super Bowl contenders, and the Bucs may make the postseason, but it's going to be tough because two of the best teams in the NFC are the Saints and the 49ers. The 49ers made it all the way to the Super Bowl last season and could have won it if they didn't choke in the third quarter. So the acquisition of getting Tom Brady is a great replacement as he is a proven winner, and although he's the greatest player to ever play this game, he still has something to prove. He hasn't declined to the point that the Bucs front office made a boneheaded move to sign him to a 2-year lucrative contract. If he can make a run at another Super Bowl or even win it at Tampa Bay without Belichick, it will solidify himself as a unanimous GOAT, especially being all the amount of great teams in the NFC. Thank you for watching the video. I greatly appreciate it if you give a like to this video. If you want to watch more, watch my latest vids, and consider subscribing to the channel for more content. Turn on post notifications, and that always, this is the A-Man Show, signing out.